Guys, I'm leaving YouTube. I am sick of the haters. Let's go through and read every comment. This is peak AI posting. No coherent story or a commentator as part of the video, just AI reading off a thread top to bottom for something that at this point you should just read yourself. I think you edited the original post out. There was an ad in the video itself, lol. Why did the story go straight into comments without the original post? Like, am I supposed to piece together the original issue with context clues? Yeah, I completely agree that it was difficult not to have the original post. But you have to understand, I created all of these videos on my YouTube channel. Let's see here, go to my channel. I created all of these videos with a series of scripts. And sometimes, as I was trying to find some combination of thumbnail image, the subreddit that I'm crawling, background video, TTS voice, and as I was, iterating on that basic combination, sometimes I made some mistakes, and my option was either not publish the video, or my option was to just publish an imperfect video, and I guess piss off and drive insane everyone who watches my videos. And let's see here. So, just an advice: get a good mic, and if needed, work on a good speaking voice. Several of your videos do look interesting, but trying to hear the robotic voice for more than 30 seconds is torture, and I can't imagine it for 30 minutes more. Or at least use different robot voices for different posts. Personally, just get a mic. Better to be subpar than unoriginal. Besides, it would be nice to have another channel that doesn't rely on TTS. So, with regard to the robot voice, I have busted my ass to use all of the different robot voices that are out there. And I am doing a big screen share right now, so I want to be sure that I don't accidentally make the mistake that I made in a job interview a couple weeks ago and show any personal information by giving you more of a slideshow and revealing my personal information. But I've gone through AWS TTS. I've used the Mimic 3 TTS, which is like the very flat droll British guy. I've used Google TTS, which actually is very good and underrated. I recommend Google TTS. It's called Google Cloud to Speech to Anybody. And I've even tried very hard to come up with a voice cloned TTS, which unfortunately has been a rabbit hole that has yet to yield any kind of result. And, even if I did use an AI voice clone TTS, I haven't been able to get a good enough result. And I don't even know who has mellifluous enough of a voice that I would be able to use it. Morgan Freeman, Scarlett Johansson, someone like that. But I just don't have the skill to train one of those, or at least I haven't had the time to do it yet. But yeah, thanks for the advice, bro. Yeah, do you understand how many hours of content I've produced on this channel? I don't know, so 11, 15. So with these videos and all of the videos that are scheduled, I have created 60 hours of videos. I'm a grown man, I have a baby. I don't have the capacity to read for 60 hours just to make a slightly better YouTube video. Homeless should learn parkour. Cast prestidigitation and say it cleaned his swear off. Well, that's pretty good. Laughing audio clip very irritating. Yeah, I completely agree. So let's see if I can get this terrible video to pull up. So,
what took you an embarrassing amount of time to figure out?
So this voice, it is either AWS Polly Brian, I think that's what it's called, or AWS Polly Arthur. Yeah, I completely agree, man. It sounds terrible. It ruins the video, and no sane person would want to listen to that. I completely agree. The other terrible transition that I created was that Wingardium Leviosa one with, in my head, I was like, oh yeah, you know what all these Dungeons and Dragons videos need? It's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons? Some little boys role-playing yeah, these little boys. Let's see if I can get
D
them
and
up.
D players of Reddit
So
time.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Did a min-max
honestly, I think that's funny. I don't know why everybody hates it so much, but they hated that one.
build
And like, it's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, like a Harry Potter cosplay. Like, how is that different from Dungeons and Dragons? Your voice is a million times better than the AI voice. Ditch it, Cody. That's very nice of you to say. Thanks, buddy. I do think I have a good voice. Maybe I can clone my own voice with AI going forward. Any job with team members who have take pride in their work and the slackers. Methane in the atmosphere. Yeah, I really appreciate all of my fans. I can't read through all of them. What is this AI Slop Philosophy? At least some people like my comments. I'm in the top 3% in many video games. This guy beat Melania first try. Yeah, that's a big achievement. Good for you, man. I used a glintstone sorcery build, and I had to use Ronnie's full moon, and then the frost sword, and I still just barely beat her. Lamau, what was that laugh? Ha 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 ha. I can do without that loud fucking laugh between each story. This is why we don't like AI. I can see why this only got 300 views. That laugh between every single answer is unbearable. And, here I am kind of throwing myself on people's pity. They hate that one. Most of these games sound incredibly boring and stupid. Well, yeah, don't blame me. Blame Hacker Suze. This guy, the stupid laugh made him rage quit after 2 stories. This is pretty good. This is a very high effort post. Nice. If you're gonna just dump content from Reddit and not do anything to make it enjoyable, at least choose a voice that isn't annoying, dude. For real. The fact they don't have just a slightly edited Reddit alien implies they're gonna inject some personality into the video. And here, I try to engage them in a way that, keeps them on my channel. Yeah, I actually have a second channel. I don't know if I will be able to pull it up without revealing my personal information, but nice. Ooh, yeah, he was a gross guy. Nice. I really hate the fact that even though I pay too money so I don't listen to the ads, YouTubers like this still sneaking ads into their videos from a... Whoops. Let's see here. I just gotta search for the word sneak. The infinite scroll is going pretty slowly. Sneak. The DM is not your servant. Yeah, so the algorithm, what I do is I was using Desgo AI generation. And the Desgo AI generation made some very nice AI art. Like, that AI art is, I think, top notch. And I just had it do randomly for the video, and then it took so much work to make these videos. So what I did is first I have to scrape Reddit, write it to a database, then I have to choose all of the background videos, then I have to format the background videos using FFmpeg through a very annoying process. Let's see. I do not recommend Mushoku Tensei. The anime was pretty good, but the books are just phenomenally bad. So here is my new series. This is the code right here that creates the videos that you love. So I don't know if I'll get banned from YouTube for that. I don't know how sensitive they are, but that was I was trying to censor out a list of swear words. And basically, so first what I have to do is run one of my crawl scripts. And interestingly enough, the Reddit, when the Reddit API still was fair and free, you could download a complete copy of all of the data on Reddit. And it's like 1.5 terabytes, all of the data on Reddit. And these guys, with this API, actually will allow you to still access programmatically through an API all of Reddit's data. But it stops in 2023 when they change the API over. So it doesn't work perfectly. But yeah, previously I was just crawling Reddit, but then I did get like I got banned, like I got a temporary IP level ban from Reddit because I was crawling it and it did not like that. So I've switched over to using this API, and yeah, I've gone through a bunch of different Reddits. I was trying to get like a bunch of digital nomad type stuff, but basically, you just choose the subreddit, you choose like the search term, and then you save all of the data, and then it goes over here. And honestly, the thumbnails are the script that creates the thumbnails using image magic is like invaluable because the thumbnail is the only thing that gets people to click on your video. Because if they knew it was just some stupid like reading Reddit post thing, they would never click on it. But if you have a thumbnail that has some great art, people are going to click on it. And so I automatically create the thumbnail based off of the title of the Reddit post using thumbnail generator. Just uses image magic. And, I'm a moron. I don't really know how to program. ChatGPT wrote almost all of this. I just say ChatGPT. Which of the letters is highlighted in the, so which of the letters is highlighted? I attempted to use like some language analysis libraries to choose which letters are highlighted. And so that's why I have this here, is noun or unknown. But then ultimately I gave up and I just decided that any word that is more than 5 letters will be highlighted. It had much better and more reliable results than actually trying to like analyze like what is a noun. So yeah, anyway, so I also have to choose the AI art for these. So I have to go on the AI art, get the AI art, put it in the images folder, and then I have to choose the background videos. And recording the commercials was the hardest part of the entire project. Oh, the commercials were agonizing. I mean, how do you make someone interested in buying a product off Amazon? It's impossible. And you look over here, you see how many clicks I've driven to Amazon, and even though I'm driving effectively about 100 a day, and I have a total of, see, I guess I wasn't driving any clicks to Amazon, so at least the commercials do drive Amazon clicks. And theoretically, if you, the viewer, click my Amazon link and then buy anything on Amazon during that session, I'm supposed to get credit for it. And I've begged people in my life to click on these links and then buy Amazon stuff so I get credit for it, but it just never happens. I never get any money. I don't have a single dollar to my name. My time as a software engineer is worth, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. And I thought that I could just do this in my free time because I can't get a job. Because I can't get a second job or whatever. I've been trying to leave my job all year. And because I can't switch jobs or, do the overemployed thing and get a second job, I spend all my free time on this. And my time that I spent working on this as a software engineer is probably worth thousands of dollars. And I do not have a single cent to show for it. Not a single cent. And my AWS, it gets revoked. I am not allowed to stay an AWS partner if I don't make a single sale in 90 days. And I've been busting my ass to try to get a sale. I get 100 clicks per day. I don't even have 1% conversion. I mean, let's just watch some of these videos. Which of these is the least cringe? They're all pretty cringe, I'll be honest with you. Let's see here. All right, buckle up, folks. It's your boy, Digital Danny, here with my hot take. So, I have to go into CapCut. I have to make sure the video is in the right format. I put this stupid text at the bottom. I choose the right video for the thing. And then I have to have ChatGPT write me some cringeworthy script. But the hardest part of all was choosing which product do I try to sell. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, oh, great, another travel memoir, let me stop
And
you right there.
it looks like shit because
Ain't your average.
I had to downscale the videos in order to make sure that all of the videos work together. Like these were like beautiful high res videos, and I am so stupid and know nothing about video codec, so I had to like downgrade them to like
Backpacker
look pretty
blogging about
shitty.
sipping artisanal coffee in Bali. Nah, Jamie took things next level by heading off to Bhutan. Yes.
And if the video, like if they're not all in the same codec, and I've spent probably like 5 hours of my life dealing with this, when I try to programmatically combine the video clips, it just great.
Bhutan,
It's just
where Wi-Fi is probably considered
it just
a dark
errors.
art. Picture this: Jamie, a Canadian academic who could have been grading papers in Toronto, a place where life's pace isn't dictated by 5G networks. If you're looking for something that makes you appreciate
I genuinely think that you should buy this book. I think it's a very interesting analysis of like the so-called like undeveloped world and how they're spiritually richer than we are in the first world. Oh yeah, here we go. The original resolution. Let's see here.
all right,
See?
buckle up,
It's
folks.
well, actually I don't know if
You're blogging
this doesn't
about
look.
sipping
This looks a
artisanal
little
coffee
better,
in
right?
Bali. Nah, Jamie took things next.
Whatever. Yeah. So I'm not making any money. Everyone hates me, and I think I accidentally uploaded too many videos, and I'm pretty sure that the YouTube algorithm screwed me based off of that. Cause like I was doing okay, but then all of a sudden I hit this low point here, where I went down to 50 views per day. And this is after my halcyon days of like 1,000 views per day. And the reason why I got so screwed is like the algorithm is just designed to get me as a content creator addicted just as much as it's designed to keep you addicted as a viewer. So, like, over the last 28 days, notice how when I was doing 2 videos to 3 videos per day, I was doing great. I was up on 1,000. But then I got excited for my new series, and here I uploaded 5 videos in one day. And these 5 videos were the death knell of my channel because I see an immediate massive downturn. What is this? So let's just say we have like a 3-day average of conservatively like 400, right? And that's a conservative. All of a sudden I go to 100. So I see a 75% decline in views because I accidentally uploaded 5 videos in one day. By the way, which I did not want to do, YouTube's UI for rescheduling the video uploads was not, it did not work. And then over here, it's like, oh, some of your videos are watched less often from the YouTube homepage. And I think, well, either the people really don't like my new series and my travel series completely failed to resonate with my Dungeons and Dragons audience that I've developed on this channel, or what's more likely is I just got absolutely screwed by the algorithm on this day, and that's why no one likes my new content. But I'm not even uploading the new content. And then if you look here, like, so I have, let's call it a D&D series and then a travel series. Like, all of the D&D videos did really well. But then the travel series, which, you know, in my opinion is better because I have used a different text to speech. So let's look at these side by side. View on YouTube. And then let's look at my old series, view on YouTube. So
My DM made a level up decision I don't like. Am I overreacting? I mean, the whole thing is
yeah, so people hated and people trolled me. They're like, where did the original story go? And it was stupid. Well, I completely agree that it was stupid. And also, I think that this outline, which I did, where you can't see the background video, makes this video series massively inferior to this series.
red flags here.
You'll notice
You've
it's also kind of
told
an
the
annoying British voice, whereas for the travel series, I worked very, very hard to get. Won't run. Maybe I'm low on RAM.
Best and worst country you've been to for food? What's the best country and what's the worst country you've been to for food? Best, Thailand.
See, look. So what I've done here is I've used .ass subtitles, and I laboriously put together a script
Worst, Germany. Thailand wasn't even just the
which
Thai
would
food.
clone
Everything I had there was
the
great.
CapCut auto
Chiang Mai in
caption to the
particular
best
was
of my
phenomenal.
ability.
I had the best
The
Japanese
fact that I was
BBQ
able to
I've
get
ever
this
had in my life
close
from
to
Thailand.
programmatically
Though I
cloning
haven't yet had
CapCut
one in
auto
Japan.
caption
Germany.
is a
Not to say the
phenomenal
food is
achievement,
really bad.
and it
It's
allows
just
you,
kinda
the
average
viewer,
from my experience.
and me, the
Just
viewer,
not as good as
to
any of the other countries
appreciate
I've been to.
just how
Most of
wonderful
Mauritania
all of the
qualifies as
background
worst.
videos are.
There's not a lot in
And
most of the
also,
country
I've
except
switched
sand.
over to a
If you
TTS
can find a
voice
local person
who
willing
has
to cook you
a
a meal,
charming
it might just be
Australian
rice boiled in
accent,
a magic cube with
something
some
that would
gritty
really
liver on top
resonate
of
with
it.
someone
Near
interested
the end of my
in
time in the
travel.
country, it was surreal to cycle in Nuikchot, the one major.
It was surreal to cycle in Nuigchot. That's what he sounds like to me. But yeah, and despite that, my new series appears to be failing on this channel. So there might be just like a common sense type thing that the travel content does not resonate with the same people who don't like the travel content. But like, I'm done with this, man. Like, I have videos scheduled through next year. Like, producing the videos, publishing the videos. I published too many videos, and that's why I'm being disincentivized. Like, look at this. You just search Ask Reddit, and you see the Halcyon. 144,000 views.
Welcome to r/Ask Reddit, where people answer the question: for people who interview potential candidates for high-level
Well, I mean, he's
positions,
got a new
what
voice.
was
Like,
the
he's got
worst
a
interview
human
you
voice.
conducted? Today's video is sponsored by ExpressVPN.
Look at his
In
commercial.
2022, there's so many reasons to use a VPN service, which is why I'm using ExpressVPN.
He's got a commercial.
Our first reply is from J-Stan the Man. I asked an engineer, "What do you love about engineering?" And they paused for a long moment and then told me that they didn't love anything about it. I panicked and tried to save them and said, "Oh, what about the team you're on right now?" And they said, "Oh, my team is great, but
I mean, I
Weakness
guess
was trying to
he sounds like a
realize that
Redditor.
while I was interviewing
Like,
another candidate.
I
My
guess
hand
this is what
to
people
calm
like. They
one
really
mistake.
do want a real human to read the posts. But my dream was to automate the process, you know? And look, these 4 years ago, I think maybe these people just like created a niche, and I'm just a Johnny come lately to the industry. So I just have no.
Today's Ask Reddit post. What has a 100% chance of happening in the next 50 years? Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. Let's get started.
See, this guy, he's got that. They've all got
Let's
this
get
static in
started.
the background.
Hannah's
And then
comment.
he's got like a pizza thing.
Rolling Stones final tour.
And then he's
if you
got,
had asked
like,
me in 1974,
background music.
when I was 19, if I thought the Stones
Like,
would
maybe the
still be
background
doing
music is
Let
what I'm missing.
Me dying.
Like, that's
Oh,
pretty
well,
good
then.
background music choice. I only tried to put background music in some of my earliest videos, and even my supporters told me how stupid I was for my poor choice in background music. So, let's see. I know it's something to do with zombie. So if I just search for zombie. There we go. Yeah, so this is my original. I mean, in these days, I was so naive. I thought that I would succeed on YouTube.
If a zombie apocalypse actually arises, what's the first thing you do?
So I've got that stupid sound
I'm
effect.
not waiting anything out.
I've
I
got
am not
this
going
horrible
to-
background music.
I am going to contact my
And then at
friend.
the end, I've got this like and subscribe, which... Hey guys, this is the rogue YouTuber here. I recently had a big change in my life. I had a baby daughter. Here she is. If you could do me a favor and remember to hit the subscribe button and bang the bell.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to really create a YouTube channel that really gets people excited and brings people to... I guess the background music is
Heartbreaking
important.
inside.
Maybe...
Outside
You know,
of me,
just the idea that it's possible to continue refining. You know, I accidentally spent $50 on AWS Poly. So I've paid $50 to produce this content. Can you believe that? I've never watched any of my
what's
own
the
videos.
craziest detail
Like,
of lore you've put in
why
one of
would
your
I?
games or seen another
honestly,
DM
but as I was laboriously going through and uploading these videos, I'm like, wow, that seems interesting. I kind of want to know that.
put in theirs? In the capital city, one of the members of the council had a demon horn hanging from her belt like a trophy.
I see you've
In a
met
nearby
my... Oh, that's
smaller
funny.
city, Same smile.
The water
Everything was the
genasi
same apart
captain.
from their genders. My warlock was female.
Yeah, and this was stupid too, right? Because even though it was more difficult to implement, like my new CapCut auto caption clone is very effective for long posts because but for this one I would have to like manually cut this up and there were lots of bugs associated with
Kinda
like a
just
long post.
lit.
Uh but yeah, I mean it just let's see here. Let's go back to Ask Reddit. Yeah, I'm probably low on RAM or whatever. Yeah, when you do a screen share, your RAM will all get sucked up. So it means it won't work as well when you try to do stuff. Yeah, so let's search for Ask Reddit. Silent chill, unrested. I just, some people get lucky online and some people don't. I mean, maybe these people, they really know what they're doing, but it doesn't seem like my videos are significantly different than theirs. So it all just comes down to like,
What's the creepiest thing
Did-
you've come across on Reddit? I can't find it anywhere. But does anyone remember something where there was a girl by herself at home? She was talking to her friend on the phone while laying on her bed. She then dropped her phone, and when she was picking it up, she saw a reflection of a face underneath the
that
bed.
doesn't sound like a real voice. Maybe that's an AI voice. I don't recognize it as like a mainstream AI voice, but it's pretty good.
Who have you met that you believe to be irredeemable and entirely evil? I knew a kid in school who was so evil that the gang members at school reportedly beat his ass for picking on the disabled kids. He went crying to the teachers, who claimed they saw nothing anyway. Last I hear.
What do you think, listener? Do you think this guy's voice? Do you think that's a TTS voice, or do you think that's a real voice?
He's in federal prison for who knows what. The kid in middle school that came armed and intended to kill several individuals. He for whatever random reason told me specifically I was not his friend, to not come to school the next day because he was going to kill several people. I told my teacher, then spent the rest of the day behind closed doors in interviews with the police. They let him come to school, then caught him coming off the bus with a backpack with guns and ammo. I never saw him again.
I just don't believe that like a real human would have such a regular cadence to their voice.
But I was told he had threatened to kill me. That's been decades.
He had threatened to kill me. He came with guns and ammo. Well, goodbye, faithful viewers. Goodbye forever. Goodbye, Space Cowboy from the Rogue YouTuber. So long. Let's see.